Walk with me here, for I have stuff to say. I've been playing Palworld with Annabelle and other people, and I essentially just kind of tired myself out. So I played and I played and I played and I just didn't edit and I just didn't edit, and eventually I got to this point where I'm like asking myself, what even is this content? Now all of a sudden I'm uploading like 2 episodes a day, and it's like I'm just reverting back to my old like lazy self because I'm doing 2 episodes a day, and it's like I'm doing all these things. But of course, y'all aren't gonna see 2 episodes a day. Y'all are just gonna see 1 episode. But I'm just slowly reverting back to this lazier form of me, and I don't want that. So what do? Well, there's two options. One, I just say fuck it and continue to be my lazy self, posting 2 episodes a day and not editing at all. Or two, I just pull up my fucking big boy pants and say hell no to that shit and just stop playing Palworld, because I've already played a lot of Palworld and now I'm brain dead. You know, I'm just rotten in the brain, and it's like I can't like continue forward, otherwise I'm gonna be like oh the whole time. You know, I'm gonna be like, oh, I hate this, or oh, I don't want to do this anymore, or oh, grinding, oh, blah, blah, blah. So instead of doing that, we're just gonna stop doing it and come back to it later. I just gotta get used to putting things on the shelf, because if you put things on the shelf, that doesn't mean it's gone. That doesn't mean Palworld is gone. I can just play back up to the point where I was before, which all we were at was at the stone base, which I always base there and I always do things. But like, it's good because if I put this on the shelf, I can come back to it with all the knowledge I already have with Annabelle and such. Because actually I learned a whole bunch, and I realize the way I've been playing doesn't exactly work. So I've been playing like, oh well, I'm not going to build the cold resistant armor because I'll just get it from the towers. There's only pal metal armor in the towers, and after that point it's all accessories. The game expects you to make actual armor. It doesn't expect you to save up and wait for the armor. So kind of punished me for that. Thanks, Palworld. You know, maybe add some more towers with the cold pal metal resistant armor and all that stuff, but it's whatevs. Because essentially that was basically an eye opener. I was like, oh shit, well, the way I was playing the whole time doesn't exactly work. Because now I know. So all that footage of me just in regular metal armor, I was about to say, like, that's like the thumbnail for like every single episode from then on. Is like just Irene in metal armor and Ember just like at the metal armor. And that's it. Like, I can't do any other thumbnail. Like, I can't do PAL metal armor. I can't do PAL resistant metal armor. You know, I can't do all the other stuff because we're just stuck in metal armor the whole time looking for the cold resistant PAL metal schematic. Because I wanted the rare version. I didn't want the normal or uncommon version. I wanted actual, like, progress. But now that I think about it, it was probably just better for me just to get the PAL resistant armor and just say fuck it. And then eventually if I do find the better one, I just slap that one on. Or if I don't find the better one, I just put on the new one, you know? Put on the new armor each time. Plus, I didn't get to play with all the weapons. I got to play with the makeshift shotgun and stuff, but I didn't really get to, you know, play with all the other makeshift stuff. I mostly just played with the stuff I had. So that's another thing to remember for the next time we play, is instead of relying on the towers, I should rely on what I have currently and craft everything when I get to craft it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have the rare blueprint and all that, you know, fuck it, just craft it if you have it, you know? If you don't have it, then that's okay. I also didn't get to go inside of the dungeons, which was an important part of the game. You know, you're supposed to go inside the dungeons and gather up the materials. I'm dealing with a cat. He's laying down on my desk because he's being a little shithead. I didn't get to go inside the dungeons. If I would have gone inside the dungeons, I would have had enough ancient tech manuals and tech manuals to craft everything. But I didn't do that because I'm stupido. I was trying to wait for better schematics because that's what the towers told me. They're like, oh, hey, here's this really cool thing. And then you go from tower to tower and it's like, where's the ancient armor? Where's the cold resistant armor? Where's all the things? And it turns out it stops at pal metal and you have to earn the rest. So Thanks for that. It's in the desert too, which is the worst part. I was just kind of running around like, where's the cold resistant armor? Why is it just regular pal metal armor? I don't even think that is that good. I think it was an uncommon. I don't even think it was a rare. Damn. Just damn, honestly. So, yeah, that was egg in my face because I was just wearing metal armor the whole time and taking down bosses with metal armor instead of leveling up over time. And then I worked super hard to get the flamethrower. And I was like, you know what, I need another weapon too. Let me get the plasma cannon and all that. And the two weapons deal like the same damage even though the plasma cannon's more expensive. So it's like, great, I screwed myself over. I could have just waited, you know, I could have done something else. But no, I screwed myself over. But it's okay. I played a lot with Annabelle, so I learned a lot with Annabelle. And that's where I got the idea of like the batteries and all that. Because I didn't even know the batteries existed until Annabelle. And the power generators and all that and whatnot. Annabelle taught me a lot about this game that I did not know. Because I only got so far. I didn't get to use Pal Metal. I didn't get to do all that because it was just so slow. This game is super duper slow. The conveyor belts are slow, everything's slow. I would increase work speed by like 50% for all devices. That way you're just bam, 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 crafting the shit as quickly as possible. You know? That way you don't have to sit and wait for like 3 minutes for 20 of one item when you actually needed 50. Like, I get it, you're supposed to leave it at the base and come back later, but it's all too slow. It's too slow. I don't have enough PAL spheres to do all this bullshit. You should have made PAL spheres cheaper. All PAL spheres should have been refined metal or less. You know, it shouldn't have been like, oh, well, you need palasteel and you need PAL metal and then you need hexalite and all these other things. It's like, it's just too much. It's just way too much and way too expensive. They should have made it cheaper like they did with the PAL sphere where it was just a fragment. You know, a Mega Ball should have been a PAL fragment and wood and stone. It shouldn't have been a PAL fragment metal, wood, and stone, because that's too much. The metal should have been for the next tier, which would have been Giga, which it should have used 1 metal anyway. Hyper should have just used 2 metal, you know. And then you'd have Ultra, which would just use 2 refined metal. Hyper would have used 2 refined metal. Actually, I think Hyper just uses 5 regular metal, which is crazy because it's like, goddamn, 5? Like, you're insane for that. It should just be 3 or 2. You know, it should be real touch so you can make hundreds of them. Because that's the point. You make hundreds of PAL spheres and you go out and you catch them. But I get it. They want you to weaken them first. And I don't get that, you know, feeling of having to weaken them. I just throw the ball and move along. You know, throw the sphere, move along. That's all I want to do. But now that I've had more experience with it, I've seen the numbers and taken a look at it. Like, the PAL spheres that they give you on the islands are way less than regular PAL sphere. It's way less. Like, it's like getting PAL spheres at a level 30 area. That's how problematic that is. You know, you get, like, mega spheres for, like, level 40s. That's what it feels like. So when you do get the ultras and you do get the legendaries and all that, you have to really weaken them in order to use it, or you just use the higher tier up ball that you would have crafted if you would have spent the time to craft it. And I don't appreciate that. It all needs to be dubbed down. Like, a regular PAL sphere should never be below 1%. And bouncing off, that should only work like 5 times and then the ball should be able to catch it. Like, I get bouncing off. Like, I would get that if they did, like, a taunt or something. But it just bounces off when they're just walking. Like, they're not even, like, doing anything and it bounces off. And it's so stupid. It's just, let me catch the fucker. You know? Should always be 1%. Never any lower than 1%. So that way you always have a chance. A chance with any PAL sphere. And it just increases over time. You know, you increase the number by how much damage they've taken and all that, whatnot. You know, they just need to improve it to be a lot more user-friendly. Because, like, when I'm playing, I'm, like, constantly, like, this shit don't work. This shit is horrible. Like, good God. Like, I'm trying to catch this one PAL, and I can't do it when I'm using the correct sphere that you're giving me. It's like, what are you doing, dude? But it's whatever, you know. They just need to increase the catch rate, I suppose, and you gotta manually do that to make the game more interesting. Increase the catch rate. I'm gonna have to do experiments on that and see what number feels better, you know. But then again, like early game, it's like you throw a Pal Sphere, and what if it's like 80%, 90% when you improved it? Like, it's a lot of nitpickiness. At least the egg hatching's a lot less painful. Like, it used to be like an hour or 2 hours for a huge egg. Now it's just 30 minutes, and you just chill. And sadly, I should have just gone for the large incubator, which you have to do the Shadow Beak boss fight to do that, which I didn't do. I should have done that as early as I could, so that way I could get the stuff. But that's the thing, like, if I do it too early, then I'm fucked. You know, I had, like, regular PAL metal, or I had regular metal armor, but I didn't have, you know, weak weapons. I had a flamethrower and the laser gun, and you're not supposed to have that for a level 55 boss. You're supposed to have, like, the other previous thing. I don't know, it's a lot. Which is why I want to put the game down. I want to just put it on the shelf and come back to it. And I'll come back to it with all the knowledge that I have. It won't be like a blind playthrough, sort of blind, because like after episode like 10, I already had all the knowledge with Annabelle, so it's like, fuck. It just sucks. Also, this I learned recently, it's like, if you're a high enough level, they don't fuck with you. God damn it. I really wish I would have known that earlier. I would have just walked by these guys instead of always having to run from them. Damn, bruh. All this knowledge, now it's too late. You know, sad. And that's the thing. Like, I don't want to like go into a game and not be knowledgeable, because I feel like that's probably the worst part about gameplay that I have, is that if I'm not knowledgeable, I do a bunch of stupid shit before I do the thing I'm supposed to do. And that's what happened most of the time. Like, after I got the PAL medal, I was just kind of stuck. And most of my conversations were like, man, I really wish the ocean had something. I really wish there was ocean content. When's the ocean update, Palworld? Like, that was like 90% of my conversations was like talking about how the game could be improved. Because it's a good game, and I want it to succeed, but I don't want it to be the only conversation. I want to have more conversations, but I keep fucking it up. I keep fucking up my footage, because I don't edit, and I don't, like, go through it, and I don't, look through my footage and make it better. I mostly just upload all these things raw, because that's like, I have so much footage, I need to get through it. Bam, 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 go, go, go. You know, because I want to play the game. I want to enjoy myself by playing the game, but I can't play the game when I have to edit. And if I edit, then I'm going to take longer, and it's like, too much. But that's the thing, I only have so much fucking computer storage. I wish I had 3 billion terabytes of fucking storage so I can store all these videos and edit them at my leisure, but I cannot. I cannot do that, for I only have 500 gigabytes of storage. I probably need to get like a terabyte, like, disk drive. I just get all my energy sucked out of me. All the size, it's just my energy being sucked out. And the only thing that brings me joy is the goofiness of the game. Any goofiness makes me want to keep playing. But that's the thing, it's like a little bit of goofiness, it's like maybe 5% charge when I need 100%. You know what I'm saying? I need 100% so I can do 100% of the work. And I'm just fucking up. So yeah, Palworld on the shelf. I'm going to come back to it when I'm more energized. What I'll probably do is I'll probably play it back up to the point where I was before with Zoe. Like, play back up to that point so we can have the Zoe boss fight when we're supposed to have it. You know, we were supposed to do it with the level that we were at, but we didn't do that because, well, the footage went missing. Footage go bye-bye, me sad. Why footage not being used? Oh yeah, because I'm just getting back into Camtasia and I fucking misplaced it. That's the thing, a lot of the footage got misplaced, so some of the footage might be like me skipping a lot of like moments when I was grinding, and it's like, energy sucked out. Not in the good way. I need the good suck, not the bad suck. Where's the good suck at? That's what I need. I need the good from Irene. That's what I need. Shit. Plus, I had all the birthday shit to go through. I had to go through my birthday, which was hell. And I had to go through my like niece's birthday, which is not bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I thought I was going to have a really bad time, but no, I had a decent time. Cause I'm petty, and it's like if my birthday's bad, I want I want everyone's birthday to be bad because I'm petty. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a petty bitch. If my birthday is terrible, I'm gonna be upset the whole week. The whole week, motherfucker. And then there was this part that I didn't realize. Oh, Relaxasaurus you can't go fishing on. And I wanted to show that right there. Because that was the moment where I really had a bad time. Was I wanted to go fishing, but I can't because Relaxasaurus can't go fishing. Ugh, and I needed a fishing pal, and I didn't want to go get a fishing pal. I should have just went on Surf Ant or the ribbon lady that I had. Ribbonet, or whatever it's called. The ribbon serpent. Should have done that, but I was too busy trying to get Jormungandr, too busy trying to get Anubis, too busy trying to compact pals, too busy trying to craft 1 billion ingots. And it was just so much work, and I was just so tired, and I was like, you know what? I'm done for today. We got Grounded 2 to go back to. We gotta do that. Grounded 2, get prepared for that. I was gonna do that earlier in the month anyway, but I was like, nah, let's do Palworld first. Palworld had all that big update stuff. I wanted to do that, and now I'm tired. Now I'm turd. So we have, what, 10 days? That's 10 episodes of Grounded 2 that we have to do, and I'm just gonna edit the hell out of it. It's mostly just gonna be grinding. I'm gonna have to get enough of the supplies that I need to get, and I'm gonna have to do the whole like dozer thing because that was new, and the Black Ant Hill that was new. There's a whole bunch of stuff I have to do before the pond update, and then once the pond update comes, that and that alone is what we're gonna be doing for about a week or maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. I just need to slow the hell down. That's my problem. I need to slow down. I need to edit so we don't have another Minecraft like we just did. Because this is what happened to Minecraft. This is what happened to Terraria. I used up all my energy, and then it was gone. So you know what? We need to just slow the hell down. And relax. So that's what we'll do next time. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all can understand. We'll come back to Palworld. Let me know in the comments what I should do for the next Palworld playthrough. Maybe I should have a goal or something, and that'll give me more energy. But I think if we do these, like, you know, survival games slash, you know, Minecraft slash Terraria-esque games, I think I'm gonna limit myself and put a, like, I'm gonna set a goal, and then we'll stop playing, save my energy, and go do something else that requires way less energy, something new. Because every time I play something new, I have all the energy in the world. That's why at the beginning of Resident Evil Revelations, I had so much energy at the beginning, and then at the end, I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm dying over here. You got so much energy in the beginning, and then it all gets sucked out. After the first 5 episodes, it's not as good. Maybe I need to do something about that. Maybe I just need to slow down and appreciate what I have and just, you know, edit as best as I can, and then after I'm done editing and I'm done tired, we have something else. Maybe I should just do a raw gameplay like I did with Don't Starve Vacation. Like just raw gameplay, and that'll be like the mind-numbing stuff that basically I do for extra footage, and then the actual stuff will be the edited stuff with like the good thumbnails. Maybe that's what I should do. Anything that isn't good won't have any good thumbnails. It'll just be gameplay as the thumbnail, and then anything that I really appreciate that I want to make into like an actual series, I'll do art. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm tired.